welcome to this workout today. So we're going to be doing a full body dumbbell workout, and I call these back to basics because we're going to be doing one concentrated move in each one of these exercises. And we're going to move through by doing lower body, then upper body, and then midsection core. So we're going to be doing 12 reps of each one of these. We're going to go through it all one time, take a short pause and break, then we'll go through it for a second time. I have 2 sets of dumbbells out here just for your reference. I have a set of 12 and currently a set of 15. So I'm going to be switching between the two depending on what type of exercise I'm doing. Then we go to round 2. If you want to adjust your weights, you can do so as well. So like always, we need to get ourselves warmed up. So let's do a nice high knee march. So bring that knee up in a 90-degree bend. Just swing those arms forward and back. Let's take our legs and we're just going to stretch them out, toe tap out while we turn our upper body. Reach with those fingertips towards each side. Take that arm now up at a diagonal, alternating directions. Do some nice big arm circles to the back. Keep those shoulders down though. Get a nice rotation. Let's switch directions. All right, we're gonna do some hip openers. So we're gonna bring that knee up and around in front of us. Kind of doing a nice little sweep across the front. Getting those hips warmed up. All right, let's hinge over. We're gonna angle that toe up. We're just gonna take those arms and like you're scooping up something, just a nice big rotation. Alternating your legs. All right, palms down, drive those elbows back, bring the heel up towards each glute. Really open up that chest, bring those shoulder blades together. All right, nice wide stance. We're gonna reach towards each angle. So each corner, if you think of a square, up high, down low. A few more. All right, let's just kick each leg out and we're going to kind of punch with that opposite hand. Nice and gentle, we're just getting everything warmed up. Couple more. All right, again, we're gonna jump right in. We're gonna do 12 reps of each of these. Our first one is gonna be concentrated on our lower body. We're gonna be doing a narrow squat. So grab your dumbbells, one in each hand. Feet are just right under your knees there. So just no more than shoulder width. And push that rear end back, chest stays up, and then restand. All right, make sure you're pushing that rear end back. Those knees are staying right over the position of those toes. All right, let's get ready and let's go. Midsection B should be pulled in nice and tight. You always want to keep proper form. That way our muscles are engaged properly and we don't have any injuries. 12 reps. Nicely done. All right, now we're moving up into that upper body, and we're gonna do a cross body bicep curl. So again, dumbbell in each hand. Let's put our palm facing out, but we're gonna bring it across at an angle, kind of towards that other shoulder. Not up that high, but you can see it's just really bringing it across each direction. We're engaging our bicep and our tricep. All right, we're gonna alternate sides and arms. Let's go. Let's do 12 on each side. Nice and controlled on the way up and on the way down. You see, I'm not using momentum, using that muscle. 12 on each arm. All right, nicely done. Now we're going to get down on our mat. We're going to do a dead bug. So we're going to work our core and midsection area. Going to lay on that back. Those knees in a bent position, those dumbbells straight and overhead. You're going to alternate one arm and one leg extension, and then bring them back to center. And then we'll do the opposite side. If you need to, you can just use one dumbbell and hold on to each end, or you can do it without any dumbbells. So pick your choice, and let's go. Again, nice and controlled, abs pulled in, back should be pushed to that mat on the full movement. With each arm and leg. All right, nicely done. Okay. Now we're going to go back up because we're going to do our lower body again. And this time we're going to do a staggered deadlift. And we're going to alternate legs. So by staggered, I mean one leg out and one more just like back part way and on your toes, like this. And then we're going to go down that front of that leg, just forward, come back up, and then switch sides. All right, let's get in position. All right, down. The knees should be slightly bent. Pushing that rear end back. Nice flat back. Reps. You're going to do 12 on each leg. Nice and slow and controlled. Really work that hamstring. One more on each leg. Good. All right, next up is we're going to do a tricep overhead extension. So you're going to take just one dumbbell. You're going to put those hands around one end, like I've got there. But we're going to keep our elbows, arms in close to our head. We're going to lift it up and then drop it back down behind our head. Just like that. All right, we're gonna do a nice and controlled 12 reps. All right, let's go. Really working those triceps. Nicely done. All right, back to our core move. Now we're going to be doing a Russian twist. So we're going to sit down on our mat. I usually just use one dumbbell for this. Grab onto each end. You can either elevate your heels or you can have your heels just touching the ground. But we're going to take that dumbbell towards each hip, alternating sides. Again, nice and slow and controlled. I'm going to pull that whole midsection in nice and tight. Protect that back. Let's go. All right, nicely done. All right, we're moving on back to our lower body. And this time we're going to be doing an alternating reverse lunge. So choose your weight. But we're going to want to step back far enough so that when we lunge down in our position, this leg is vertical. Okay, we don't want our knee going over our toe. So we're going to alternate sides. We count 12 on each leg. All right, let's go. Pull that midsection in nice and tight. It'll help with your balance. Also look for that spot you can stare at. Also helps. Chest up. All right, my last one. Whew, legs are burning. All right, back to upper body. This time we are going to do a dumbbell overhead march. Nope, change that. Let's do our bent over row first. Our march is going to be more midsection based. So I grab my two dumbbells. We're going to hinge over. Again, that midsection pulled nice and tight. Bent over at a 30 to 45 degree angle. And bring those dumbbells right up towards that waistline and then lower. Pause slightly when you bring it up, and then slowly lower. All right, let's go. All right, one more. Good. All right, now we're going to do that dumbbell overhead march. You can actually hold two dumbbells up if you want, one in each hand, or you can hold on to one up and above. The important part is you don't want any pressure on that back. So choose the weight accordingly. If you do two, you might have to step down one weight, or you can just do one to make sure that midsection is nice and tight. We're going to hold that dumbbell up overhead as we bring that knee up in a march position, just like that. We're really concentrating and working that core area as well as holding that dumbbell up. We're working those shoulders and arms. All right, let's go. Really think about the area you're working. Make sure that's engaged. All right, good. Okay, next up is we're going to be doing a weighted leg raise. We're going to get down on our mat. We're going to lay on one side, up on that elbow. You're going to put that weight up. You can put it up and down your leg like this, or side to side. Just make sure you got a hold of it. And your toes are going to be pointed forward. But what you're going to do is you're going to raise and lower that top leg. Nice and slow and controlled. All right, let's go. Really working the outside of that leg. All right, now we're going to switch to the other side. Same thing. Again, make sure that toe is pointed forward. Those hips also stay vertical. All right, let's go. We're going to go to lower body, upper body. We're going to do a hex press. So what that means, you're going to grab those dumbbells, lay on your back, knees can be bent, but you're going to bring those dumbbells close together. And then you're going to bring them down towards your chest. Your elbows go to each side of your body, and then press straight back up. So you're getting arms as well as chest work on this. Nice and controlled. All right, let's keep those dumbbells touching close together. All right, so lower and press back up. 12 total. Good. All right, our last exercise is we're going to be doing what I call a dumbbell leg up and over. So we're going to put those dumbbells out to each side there of each leg, and we're going to have those other legs right between. And what we're going to do is we're going to lean back ever so slightly, really engage that midsection core, and you're going to bring that leg up and over that dumbbell. And then you're going to do the same on the other side. All right, just lean back slightly. Again, core is engaged. All right, let's go. One, and then the other leg. Again, really think about the area that you're working while you're doing these exercises, and you can really concentrate that engagement. Do your 12 on each side. And then we're going to take our little rest break. Good. All right. We are done with round one. Like I said, we're going to take a little rest break. We are then going to start in and we're going to do all those exercises again. Like I mentioned at the beginning, if you want to grab another weight, feel free. You can alternate them through as you're doing the various exercises. challenge yourself. Those last couple reps should be challenging for you. If you're still finding they're easy, that's a sign you need to go up to the next weight. When you do that, you may have to drop down a couple of reps, which is fine. Again, you're wanting to work those muscles and really progress, what they call progressive overload. You're just gonna keep going to that point of muscle engagement. All right, you see I'm just toe tapping, just giving my heart rate a little chance to bring down, giving my muscles a little bit of chance to relax. Again, just shake out those arms, shake out those legs. We're gonna do 12 reps again of these. Again, if you feel your form slipping, that's your sign that that's your last rep. Keep that in mind as we challenge ourselves this time around. We're gonna start with those narrow squats. Okay, dumbbell in each hand, feet just right under those knees, no more than shoulder width. Rear end back, press up through those heels. Count your reps. All right, nicely done. We're moving on to those cross-body bicep curls. Okay, so grab onto the weight you want to use. And again, coming across and curl. We're gonna do 12 on each side. All right, let's go. Good job. All right, we're gonna go back to those dead bugs. All right, so you're gonna grab a weight in each hand. If you want, you can just do one dumbbell to go up and overhead. And we're gonna extend one arm and the alternate leg, switching sides. All right, press that back into the mat. Let's go. Count 12 on each arm. All right. Also, make sure you're not holding your breath. Make sure you're exhaling on the difficult part of that move. Okay, so now we are moving on to our staggered deadlift. All right, I'm gonna go up in weight. Okay, so one foot flat, one on the toe. Go down the front of that leg. Again, this knee should be slightly bent. Come back to standing, switch legs. Nice flat back. those abs are pulled in, helps protect that back. Almost there. 12 on each side. Good. All right. Next up is we're going to do that overhead tricep extension. So you're going to grab onto one dumbbell, put it behind your head, and we're going to raise it up and lower it back down. Keep those elbows in close by your head. All right, let's go. Whew. All right. Now we're going to go down and we're going to do those Russian twists. Again, you're only going to need one dumbbell, but you're going to hold on to each end and legs up, or excuse me, feet up and off the ground or touching, but you're going to go back and forth to each side. Just get in position, abs pulled in. Let's go. Twelve each direction. Really working those obliques, that whole midsection as you rotate that torso. All right, we're gonna get back up because we're gonna do those alternating reverse lunge. Okay, so you're gonna have a dumbbell in each hand. We're gonna step ourselves back. Again, proper alignment is key. You do not have to touch your knee to the ground. Push up through that heel when you restand. Count your 12 on each side. Whew. Hope you're challenging yourself, getting that good muscle engagement. Okay, now we're going to do that bent over row. So, dumbbell in each hand. Bend over 30 to 45 degrees. I do about 30-ish. You can see from the angle there, but you're gonna bring it up, then bring it back down. You can see I still have a slight bend in those knees. All right, let's go. Got this. Nicely done. All right. So we're moving on to our core now, and we're going to do that dumbbell overhead march. So again, you can choose two if you want. I recommend you go down a lower weight just so you don't get that arch or strain in your back. Straight overhead, bring that knee up, really feeling like you're crunching that midsection as you drive that knee up. 12 on each leg, let's go. Whew. All right, we're moving right along. Next up, we have that weighted leg raise. So again, you're gonna lay on one side, take one of your dumbbells, and you're gonna rest it on that leg. I'm gonna try going same direction as my leg this time. All right, so make sure I have a good grasp. All right, up and back down. I'm not sure which is more harder to hold on to. I want to go back the other way. All right, nicely done. We're going to switch legs. You can see it was easier for me to put it across my leg, get in good position. Again, keep it nice and aligned from your head to your heels. Lift that top leg. Toes should be pointed forward. All right, next up we're moving to that hex press. So grab your two dumbbells, lay on your back, knees slightly bent, back pushed into the mat, and bring those dumbbells so they're touching overhead. Bring those elbows just down on each side of your body, press straight back up. You should feel this in your chest. Good. All right, we got one more lower body move, and that's that dumbbell leg up and over, okay? So we're gonna put those dumbbells just kind of out to each side, legs in between and extended. Lean yourself back ever so slightly. And you're gonna take a leg up and over and then back to center. Same thing, again. Pull that midsection in nice and tight. Really protects your back, keeps that muscle engaged. All right, let's go. Again, really think about that lower core area that you're working as you're lifting and bringing that leg over top. Twelve on each side. One. Nicely done. All right, we went through the whole set of exercises 2 times, really concentrating each exercise move on that area of body that we were working. We kind of alternated between lower body, upper body, midsection, and core. Nicely done. All right, let's get ourselves stretched out. So first things up, let's take that leg out front, slightly forward to that knee because we're gonna push those hips forward. Now it should be straight up and down aligned. Really get a stretch in the front of this leg, your hamstring and glutes. Let's take that arm of that leg down, bring it up, and just lean over that leg slightly, stretching out that midsection and our shoulder. All right, we're gonna rock back, bring that toe up. Reach for that toe as you bring your rear end back towards that heel behind you. Just hold. We're gonna go up and we're gonna switch legs. So other leg's out. Again, press that forward. Those hips should be nice and square. That arm of that leg down, up and over. All right, let's rock back. Toe up, reach for that toe. Sit back on that other heel. Hold. All right, we're gonna get in child's pose. So knees wide, feet together, and sink your rear end back towards those heels. Really stretch with those fingertips. And walk those hands over one side of your mat. Get a nice side body stretch. Go the other direction. All right, let's go up to standing. So we're gonna bring one arm across, grab onto that elbow, and just slightly bring that across the front of your body. Kind of reaching with those fingertips. Shoulder stays down. Elbow up high towards the ceiling. Really stretch out that tricep. Switch arms, other arm across. Pull it across. Stretch with those fingers. All right, elbow up. Do some nice big deep breaths. You're gonna go down towards the ground, scoop up some air. Exhale as you bring your arms back down. Wrap our hands around, give ourselves a big hug. You guys did great today. Like I said, nice concentrated moves. Just basic, one at a time, really working on and concentrating on that muscle engagement. Switch to the other arm on top. Make sure you like, save, share, comment, subscribe, and keep up the good work. Proud of you.